So welcome officially to this New Moon Women's Circle. This evening, for those who are just unsure, I'll just give a little extra overview of the new moon. It is this dark side of the moon, although as we are practicing this evening, obviously it's just been recently summer solstice, so the sun is hopefully beating down on all of us right now. But obviously this evening it will go into that dark phase of the moon. And the reason we've all come together to celebrate under this time is to find that stillness, that pause and opportunity to reflect, and also to set those seeds of intention for the following month ahead and this following lunar cycle. So as the moon grows and comes out of this darkness, it's said that our seeds of intent will grow with the new moon. And then at the full moon, hopefully we can reap some of those rewards, or at least if they've not come into full fruition, which if they're long-term goals, they may not do, but at least we can start to see and celebrate some of the changes we've already started to implement and the direction that maybe our life is now going. So I hope that kind of resonates. And if you're here more for connecting to your womb space, it is that opportunity to really feel in, it's a space that sometimes as women, we don't get that opportunity to connect to, or maybe we disregard it, or life is just so busy. The world is so busy now that it's easy to neglect this area or override it and think I've just got to power through, which is also, it's interesting really, because tonight's moon, the Cancer moon, is the biggest of the nurturing, the biggest nurturing sign, and it's actually represented by the mother goddess, and that is also the representation of our moon. So this is a really divine moon. I say that every single time, but this is the actual full representation of the moon, is Cancer new moon, this ultimate nurturer and mother energy. So what I was going to say is it's really interesting that thinking about the mother, now that I am one, I feel like I can speak about this more deeply. We have this innate intuition which we can pull into. However, sometimes even in that mother energy, we have to step it up. We have to come out of our feminine in a way to hold that strength and that support for others around us. Now, I feel like this Cancer new moon is harnessing that energy of actually masculine and feminine to go, how can we draw in that strength in a more nurturing, loving way for ourselves? So we'll talk more about that as we go through, but that is the essence of this new moon, is to nurture ourselves, to nurture our home environment at the core of our being, the core of who we are, which I don't know how everyone else is feeling, and you might not even know yourself right now, but as we go through meditation, it will become more clear. But on a personal note, something that I've really been feeling into at the moment is the heaviness of the world that we're in, and the need to cultivate joy, the need to elevate the joy and enthusiasm and love for life, because of all the stuff that's going on in the external world. So we'll see if that resonates at a later date for you as well. But without further ado, let's get into this energy. Let's get into this new moon. And if you wish to have music playing in the background, you're more than welcome. I will be playing some music for the meditation side. And hopefully you have your oil. It can be any oil. It could be coconut oil or something else, but that'll be for later on towards the end of our ritual. Okay, let's get started. Grab whatever it is that you will be offering out to the moon. So for those who've not done this with me before, we invoke the moon, we draw in those energies, and then we'll go into some breath work and meditation. This evening, I would like you to lie down, ideally if you have the space, for breath work and meditation. So if you need to do that, then do that. Okay. Take hold of your sage or your dried herbs, whatever it is, your candle that you are bringing to offer out to these energies around us. Take a moment to light. Maybe you're like me, lighting from a previous candle off your altar. And just take a moment to cleanse yourself in this energy, this sage, these herbs, the light from a candle. If you have none of that, it can be simply closing the eyes and feeling the power of your breath already. The power of breath cleansing through the system. Maybe this is the first point, the first opportunity today where you've had to stop and check in with yourself. So just take a moment to land here. Finding a comfortable seat. Softening through the shoulders and the jaw. And feeling the ripple of your breath coming in and out of the body. Now to invoke the energies of the moon and the energies of this zodiac sign. So you're welcome to say this after me in your mind or out loud. Sister Moon, I invite you into this space this evening. I call you into my space and the space of each sister in this circle. I ask that you bless us with your divine energy. Here in your dark phase, may we be blessed with space in this darkness. May we be blessed with the space to breathe deeply. To feel deeply. To go into the depth of our being. Perhaps witness something that is calling out to be seen, to be heard. May we use this time of the new moon in Cancer, to nurture ourselves, to set the seeds of intent and prioritize what we have neglected over the past few weeks or months. I call in the energy of water. And as we move through tonight, we use this water to purify our being. To nurture and support our being. And for it to feed the intentions that we set out tonight. Take a deep breath in and let this breath go. With the eyes closed, just stay here for a moment and listen to these words. This Cancer sign, this water element, is beautiful and healing. It is the raw emotions of a woman. That ebb and flow that we feel. So if things have been a little tense recently or emotions have been high, that could explain some of it. If you're feeling a little low in energy, that could also explain it. But the beautiful thing about water, and when we cultivate this watery energy inside of us, water's healthiest when it's flowing. And it is this reminder that those emotions come and they go. Or rather, they are healthiest when we let them come and go. It's when we hold on to them that that energy can get stuck inside of our body. We hold on to it, perhaps that like resentment, shame, all of those other unwanted emotions can start to build. The other beautiful thing though about this water energy, it is that divine space in our pelvis, our womb space, that which what it means to be a woman. And whether you have a womb or not anymore, whether you choose to birth or not, whether you have a child or not, this space is still filled with creativity. This is your creative center. And so we will harness this place tonight to birth and create our intentions. So without further ado, I invite you to lie down, or if it feels comfortable to stay seated, you can. However, it might be easier to connect to the space lying down, to welcome in a deeper breath work. So visualizing your breath like an ocean wave, feeling it coming in through the nose, rippling down all the way to the pelvis, and exhaling up and back out, flowing through the nose or the mouth. That helps to have your hands resting on your womb space, or one hand on your heart, one hand on your womb space, then do this. And you're looking to feel that deep expansion into the hands with your in-breath. Nurturing yourself and filling yourself up with that vibrant energy of life. That energy of air, which is so abundant in our world. That is the other beautiful thing about this Cancer sign. We are in the height of summer. We are midsummer, where abundance is all around us. Allow for that energy to also be drawn into yourself this evening. Notice how the womb is feeling tonight. Is it easy to send the breath down there, or is there some resistance? And all is welcome. Accept yourself as you are. That is part of being kind and compassionate. Noticing how it feels to allow yourself to slow down. If it feels okay, bring one hand to your heart, one hand to the womb space if it isn't already. And feel the breath come into the heart. And exhale that energy down into your womb. Breathing energy into the heart. Sending that love from your one hand down to the other into the womb. And if you are menstruating and you know what day of your cycle you are on, or roughly, just feel into that. Feel into that divine connection that you have. If you do not have a cycle, that might be why you're here tonight, to help with the lunar energy to support you on this journey. Watch the wave of your breath from your heart to your hand for 3 more rounds. And just know in this moment that you are safe. For tonight's meditation, I'm going to take you on a journey using visualization. So if it feels comfortable to keep your hands here, you can. Or if you'd rather let the hands rest by the side of the body, then do that. So in your mind's eye now, take yourself to a point in nature. It's early evening. It's a beautiful evening. There's just enough of a breeze to feel it on your skin. And as you are walking through this wooded area, this woodland, you notice how vibrant and abundant the trees are. how luscious all the ferns are. You're overwhelmed with abundance and feeling that bounty in your heart. Maybe the space you are in is filled with flowers. Take note of what color they are, what shape, smells around you. And take a moment to pause and stand still in this space of abundance, of beauty. Soaking it in. And use this opportunity, this moment, to reflect into your own life. What is it in this moment that you feel extremely grateful for and bountiful? What is bringing you joy at this moment? And just allow yourself to feel that into your heart, into the womb, the core of your being. After giving grace and thanks for what is amazing in your own life, you continue walking. And as you walk, you notice a stream, you hear the trickling of a stream. You go in for a closer look and you notice that it is a spring of fresh water, of pure mineral water. In your hand, you're holding a water bottle. And you take your water bottle and fill it up with this spring energy. It's water, pure water energy. You look at the way the stream is flowing and moving. And somehow you feel at one with this stream. It's so tantalizing and inviting. That you take off your shoes And you allow for your feet to splash in the water playfully. And you sit down for a while with your feet gently in the water, feeling this flow over your toes, refreshing and cool. And in this moment, you pause, feel into the depth of your heart and womb. And ask yourself, what do I need? What is it I have been neglecting lately? And in this silence, allow yourself to honor whatever comes up. Water is healthiest when it's flowing. Water is our emotional energy. What is it that you need to feel right now? What have you been pushing down to the surface that deserves to be seen? Feel into your being, into the womb space, that nurturing energy. Or into any other space in the body that is talking to you, that is asking for that energy to flow easily. This time under the new moon is asking for compassion and kindness. So in your place by this stream, cast out any unwanted and negative energies, any undesired feelings or limiting beliefs, anything which has been holding you back and dimming your light. Cast it out into the stream now to be taken away, to flow into the earth. Visualize this energy leaving the body. You can visualize yourself throwing it out into the stream. Maybe it's by kicking and splashing in the water, or singing and dancing and screaming and throwing that energy out that is no longer serving your highest and best self. Notice the space and freedom that this brings, that this release brings. And it is that space where we will fill with intent and manifestation. So as you sit in this space filled with abundance, this space where you feel completely safe, what is it in your life that needs nurturing over this next lunar phase? How can you show up and be that mother for yourself, or for that various aspect in your life? Taking these next few moments to visualize what it is and how you can be that will welcome in this divine energy of water, of love. Perhaps it's deeper awareness to your intuition, your gut instinct, and trust for yourself. Or taking the time to slow down and rest when your body is asking for it. Or taking the exercise class that you've been meaning to do for weeks. Supporting yourself with food that is really nourishing for your body. Talking to yourself with love. Talking to yourself like you would a dear friend. Explore for these next few moments what it is that you really need and wish to cultivate and bring forth into your existence, into your reality. Start to visualize how your life would be. Start to feel how your life would be in your body right now. What would this reality look like? This is our key to manifestation, feeling it in our body in this moment, like it has already happened, like you already have it. And if you had to put this intention or manifestation into one word or short phrase, what would it be? And allow for this word, this phrase, to rest in your mind's eye. And let those words travel down into your womb space. Like you are planting this embryo of intent into your womb, your creative center. Notice how it feels in that space. Planting the seeds of intent to be nurtured from within, to be nurtured by you. This mother goddess energy that you possess now. In this beautiful, bountiful place that you are in, you pick up your bottle of water. This fresh energy from Mother Earth, filled, packed with divine minerals that are going to heal and feed you. And you thank Mother Earth for this energy as you hold it in your hands and at your heart. You bring it to your lips and you start to take that energy down into your system, so that this may be another form of nurturing that embryo inside your body, that seed of intent that you've planted. Our body is made up of 60% water. This is a powerful energy inside of ourselves. Notice how this water tastes, how good it feels in your body. That joy of movement, of abundance, of flow, of freedom. And you know here you have received and witnessed all that you have needed to. thank the spring, stream. You pick up your shoes and you start to make your way out of this space. Thanking for the gifts that you've received and the gifts that you have released. I invite you to breathe back into this physical body, noticing in this space and time in your own environment, and feeling safe in this current environment that you are in. Place one hand on your heart, one hand back on your womb space if it isn't already there. And before you come out fully of this meditation, we're going to use a short mantra to really seal the deal on this manifestation. You can repeat this out loud or in your mind. I am safe. I am loved. I am strong. I am safe. I am loved. I am strong. I am safe. I am loved. I am strong. Feel this into your heart, into your womb. I am safe. I am loved. I am strong. I am safe. I am loved. I am strong. Last time, I am safe. I am loved. I am strong. And I am a divine goddess. Breathe into your heart, breathe into your womb. Letting go out through the mouth. Take another breath, just like that. And this last time, I invite you to breathe in through the nose and let any sound out of the mouth. And slowly start to open the eyes and come back into this space. Grab your pen and your paper and just journal down your experience, whatever key words came to you. The reason we do journaling afterwards is to really cement this and have that mindful space to put putting pen to paper just is another way of like sealing the deal for me, and making all of your intentions that little bit more real. So you can put what feelings came up, what you chose to release and let go of, the gratitude that you feel in your life right now. This is, as I say, it's the height of abundance in Mother Earth herself. But is there anything that you've been working towards over the last 6 months that have really come into its own? And other things might come up in this time as you journal. Be mindful, breathe deeply, be kind to yourself. And of course, what are the seeds of intent that you want to bring forwards into this next lunar phase? How are you going to look after yourself and show up that mother goddess for you. And it doesn't have to be perfect spelling. It can be free writing. And if you finish writing, just take another moment to read what you've written or to feel back into what your energy is like right now. And even the fact that you've shown up for yourself tonight to do this work, to connect to this moon energy, is that nurturing. You chose to spend time with yourself tonight. You carved that time out, you showed up. Finishing up these last few moments, writing down or reading through. And this is an extra little nugget for you to take away the next time that you have a shower or that you have a drink, is that you really feel into that energy of water and that energy of allowing that our emotions to flow and be released, and to let yourself shine through that, and let that water just nourish your whole being. So the next part of our little ritual tonight is to grab your oil. And I'll tell you what we're doing first before we go into it. So we're going to use this oil over our womb space and our gut. So ideally you will, lift up layers and massage. I will guide you massaging this area. And the reason we'll be doing this is because, again, this is the most nurturing sign. And for me, when I thought about this and thinking about connecting it to water, which is why we have this oil, is that self-massage is such a nourishing and caring thing to do for ourselves. That physical touch to our own skin, and the fact that when we massage ourselves and massage into our body, it's nourishing so many organs, so many more than we even think in that area. So one area can actually be connected to something else, and it's just such a divine thing to do for ourselves. And so often we think, oh, go and have a treat being massaged, and maybe we can't afford that, and all of these other things that we say to ourselves, when really you just need to grab it. Even coconut oil, which can be for cooking with, it's cheap, and you can use that to enjoy this little bit of pampering for you, is what I'm saying, this little indulgence for you and nobody else. And I always say this in class, it's like, if you can't touch yourself, who can? So lie down. I'm going to stay seated just so you can see what's going on, but lie down ideally, and take your oil, if you can, if it's a large bottle, you feel free to still do that, into your hands, and just connect to this energy, this water energy, water-based energy, and fill it with the intention that you just set out in this visualization, this meditation. So from your heart into your hands, into the oil. And this may not be the full of your intent, but to move with love, compassion, and kindness. To give yourself grace. And take the oil into your hands. And if you're like me and it has some essential oils within it, massage it into your hands, and then just take a moment to breathe that in to your system. Just breathing that oil into your system. And then taking the hands, if you can, if you feel comfortable, to lift up your top and start to massage from the lower part of your rib down to your pubic bone. From one hand to the other, just massaging down the body. So I'm doing this seated just so you can see. Just close the eyes when you've got this and start to really feel. And if it feels awkward to begin with, or there's some resistance, just notice that. You are in a safe space. It is okay to do this for yourself. I know that there will be a few pregnant ladies watching this too, and this is safe to do. Just have very gentle pressure as you're going over the womb space. And then from going down the center of your body, start to take this down to the left side. So just under the ribs, down from the center to the hip. Enjoying this little stroke, this massage down to the left hip. If there's any sticky energy, then notice that. Discomfort or pain, feel into that with compassion and love. And then go down the right side, underneath the right rib. Back to the center, just a few rounds from the lower rib down to the pubic bone. And this next one I personally really love. Bring your hands either side of your abdomen. So crossing over the body. Again, if you are pregnant, this one, go really gently, really soft fingers. If you are not with child, then feel free to go as deep or as light as what feels comfortable for you. Now from the outsides, crossing with the arms crossed, draw the skin up across the body to the opposite side and then push all the way back. So feeling this energy coming across and then pushing back. Allowing for this energy to move in the core. Notice your breath and support this energy with breath. Notice if you've gone into pushing harshly or too soft. What is it your body needs? Couple more rounds. And then bring the hands to rest on the abdomen. Down a little bit lower towards the womb space. And placing the left hand on top of the right. Start to take circles up. I'm trying to think this, trying to do it in reverse. From your right side up around the navel and down towards the left. Breathing in, coming up and around to the right and down to the left. So this is the way our digestive tract moves, and you're just supporting your own digestive system by massaging it in this way. Again, noticing any tender spots or anything that feels particularly delicious. Take one more round and then again allow for the hands to simply rest, cradling the womb. The last sweeping motion that we will do in this space, bring again both hands over to the right side, breathing in, draw the hands up the side of the navel, and then come across the top of the belly button, just above the belly button, below the ribs, and then down. So this time with a sweeping motion. Can bring the hands back to the right, sweeping up, and then across the top, and then down. One more time, breathing in, sweeping up, across, and then down. And then again, allow for the hands to simply rest on the belly, or lower down towards the womb, whichever feels more appropriate for you and more nurturing. And if there's any other area, anything that you wish to repeat that would feel good, you feel free to do that in this moment. If you wish to take some oil and massage into your shoulders or into your chest, the neck, that is also welcome in this moment. Just feeling that nurturing energy, that kind, compassionate energy. And after you've taken these last few moments, either to sit in stillness or to, again, add that gentle, intuitive massage, come to rest with one hand back on the heart, one hand on the belly. And again, after we close this, you can always come back to do more, or maybe this is something you're going to add into your own personal ritual of self-care. Breathe into your heart. I'm going to repeat, I'm going to share one last mantra with you before we close our ceremony, close this space. So you're welcome to say this in your mind or out loud. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Breathe into this space. Really seal that intention and send it out to our sister moon, out to the universe. Letting the breath go. Slowly bring yourself back into this space. Take hold of your herbs, your sage, your candle, whatever it is you used at the beginning. Relight as we close our ceremony. Close the eyes, feel back into the body, back into how you are feeling now after this time together. And you can repeat these words after me or in your mind. Thank you, Sister Moon, for holding me in this space. For holding and being with each sister in this circle. Thank you for giving me the space to be me. For allowing me to sit with raw emotions and let them move. And for me to remember the joys in my life. For seeing my divine energy in you. Knowing that we are one. Thank you, energies of water, for cleansing, for purifying and nurturing my inner world. Take a deep breath into your heart And let the breath go. From my heart to yours, I am truly grateful for having you here in this space, for doing this work. This work is so needed in the world right now, and finding this joy within ourselves and within this space of world is so needed. So yeah, thank you for being here and just generally connecting to this divine and feminine energy, which again, I feel the world needs so much at the moment. So yeah, it's been a pleasure to serve this and hold this space for you, as well as our sister moon and our water energy. So I'm going to close it from my end and stop the recording, but I will open it up. We've gone a little bit over time tonight, so I understand if anyone needs to scoot off.